What's up, everybody? This is part 2 of episode 6 of Untold Truths. Now I'm back to what I was saying. Spirituality over religion, because if you take a look at the Bible, right? Now remember, the Egyptians practiced Kemetic spirituality. There was no such thing as religion. Now the original point of religion, right, was to align the consciousness with the stars, right? Right. So everything was about the stars, about the etheric realm, or what we call space. And that's where we came from. We are stars. We are all stars. You got to think of the whole entire macroverse as one big God, because it is. That's who Ptah is. He is the whole macroverse. You got to think of it as one big deity, entity, whatever. Like you could say the planets are the organs, the stars are like vessels, then you have waves and stuff in the outer space. You could say those are the arms, because science called those arms for some reason. And then you got black holes can be the pores of the one consciousness. And then we are cells, right? We are cells. So we eat off of this planet. We eat off this organism. And then you also have parasites who eat off of this organism, because a smaller cell that eats off of a larger organism is a parasite, but that don't count for us. So there's supposed to be good and bad to any and everything. There's no such thing as being perfectly good or perfectly bad. Even the big God, though he is mainly a good person, he has a bad side. That's why there is such thing as Satan. Satan is just him experiencing himself. Satan is just the big God experiencing himself, but in a negative manner. So we are a part of the one collective. Why is the sun back here? But anyway, so Satan is the God of the Bible. Satan is the God that's in the Bible that's talking. That's the main protagonist, pretty much. So Christians, Muslims, and Judaism, the people in Judaism, are praising Satan. And hey, listen, if you Christian and you get offended by this, that's crazy, that's insane. You need to just do your research. This is not secret knowledge. This is all public, because humans can only understand so much and interpret so much, that until they say or just get to a point where it's like, oh, that's a lie. They can only interpret and understand so much when they're at a low conscious. And if you're in religion, you're pretty much at a low conscious, because like I was saying about religion back then, that is Bible. The Bible is actually metaphorically talking about astrology, period. All those people in there come from space. We come from space. The Anunnaki are our creators. The serpent gods, they're our creators. So that's who they were talking about in the Bible, where they got the quote, "Let us create man in our image." Serpent gods, serpent brains, serpent wisdom, serpent energy, snake kundalini at the base of our spine, the caduceus. Oh, and about the caduceus, the snake spiraling up the pole in the hospital logo, right? So let me explain what Christ is. Let me explain what Christ is and heaven. So you got your chakras, right? When you activating your kundalini, that pole on the caduceus represents your spinal column. So then there's other pictures where you can see this better, but also in this gods who you can see depicted with this caduceus going up their body, like two snakes, even the Anunnaki. But anyway, like I was saying, even the Egyptians. But anyway, the caduceus, right? The pole is the spinal column, then you got the snake going up. That's your kundalini energy. If you meditating and you activate it, you can literally see the fucking snake. So it goes up your spine. This is why people are scared of meditation. You cannot be scared of meditation. This is how you become a god. Do not be afraid of your power. Now, if you're not clean, if you got demons in you or attached to your soul, if you're not living the right life, don't even do it. Don't do it unless you have the supervision of a guru. Now, the snake goes up your spine into each chakra and it activates them. They have to be cleansed, balanced, pure. They have to not be underactive. It will make them activate. It gets to your pineal gland, your third eye, your first eye. It's going to activate. It gets to your now. They say, there was a quote I heard from Ralph Smarts. He said, now I don't know if he made this quote, but anyway, it says, religion is for people who are scared to go to hell. Spirituality is for people who already been there, right? So the root chakra, the first chakra, is associated with red. That is your lowest. That is the lowest you could possibly be mentally. Your root chakra is associated with being in the animal state. It's associated, when it's underactive, it's associated with being anxious. You have fear. You're ungrounded. You're in fight or flight. If it's overactive, if it's balanced, right, then you are grounded. You're grounded. You're comfortable. You are at ease. You can express yourself better. You can live in the moment, because you will be breathing deep enough, and so that it won't be tight in that area, your perineum, between your anus and your scrotum, between your anus and your rectum and your genitalia. But now you see the wings on top of the caduceus. That represents Christ consciousness. That means you have awakened your third eye and your pineal gland. Now, if you look at pictures of Jesus Christ, the white Jesus Christ with the beard, etc., he has a halo around his fan, his head. It's a bright shining light. That is the crown chakra, the seventh chakra. That is the crown chakra. People can see your halo, maybe not physically, but they can see it. And that's what I say, when you have a glow to you, you are becoming pure. They can see it. And that means you reach Christ consciousness. So when you reach Christ consciousness, open your seventh chakra, you are in contact with the spirit realm. And you know what that means? What's in the spirit realm? Spirits. That means you are also in contact with the etheric realm. You can. That's what the Tower of Babel. That's what Jacob's ladder was in the Bible, when it talks about him getting his ladder pushed down, knocked down by God, which was actually Satan who knocked his tower down. Why would our God, right, that we think is the narrating the Bible, why would we think that God, why would he knock down the tower when Jacob was only trying to get closer to him, right? So when he did that, he messed up his motor cortex. He messed up his, which was associated with understanding language. This was before humans could talk, because when we were Atlanteans, we communicated telepathically, even with animals. Now, when he knocked down his ladder, that was metaphorically saying he messed up. He interrupted his crown chakra, and then he wasn't able to contact. So when he did that, the people who was trying to climb the ladder, they fell down and they started babbling. In Babylon, babbling, the lowest form of communication. Only 7% of communication is with your mouth, right? When you're talking, the rest of it is energy, vibration, frequency, body language, facial expression, emotion. So that being said, the God in the Bible is Satan. What else I was about to say? Spirituality over religion. You see, when you get into spirituality, right, you will understand what a God is. You will understand what the big God is, the one that we call God, when really there are many gods, and we can become gods as well. But that big God, if we call the source, when you get into spirituality, it's called source. You know why? Because everything comes from there. I imagine source as a big light or something that just makes things. It's connected. It's everything that's here. The source is everything. It's us. It's the ground. It's the grass. It's the air. Technically, it's everything. It's everyone and everything. That's why it's misunderstood when people say God is inside all of us. We have the Holy Spirit. The real Holy Trinity is your mind, body, and soul. God is within all of us. We don't have to pray to shit unless we're praying to angels. He put angels here for us to pray to. We don't have to pray to no fucking gods. We don't have to pray to no gods. We can talk to them, we can communicate with them and send them energy, but praying to them, pray comes from, if you praying, right, you're making yourself pray because you don't understand the energy you're putting out to the gods. There are good and bad guys, and if the right bad God is listening, it's going to react to your prayer. Instead of you thinking you praying to one God, when Osiris and Horus and whatnot. Osiris is the god of life, death, rebirth, and the underworld, which is our God. And then you got Horus, who is the god of the sky. He is right here. You can manifest by sun gazing. I just got done sun gazing. You know that? You can manifest your wish by sun gazing. I'll probably make a video and teach y'all how to do that, or you can just look it up. But the Raw Advantage on YouTube, the Raw Advantage. Yeah. Or you could go look at my sun gazing video. I got his name. I'm pretty sure his name was the Raw Advantage. But he gives some good techniques on different ways to manifest. Because I'm telling you right now, that sun name is Horus. It used to be called Helios. Helios is where the word hell came from. So that means we are in a form of hell. People think hell is a fiery place, right? That is a big ball of fire, right? The sun. It also used to be called Apollo. So yeah, spirituality over religion. If you get into spirituality, I'm telling you right now, your life will change for the better. You'll become a whole different person. You're going to look at life totally different. You're going to become a god. You have to know that is not disrespectful to shit. You can be a god if you fucking want to. A god is just somebody, like I said, high stature or high prestige. If you, like, look at the famous people, right? These are people who have to maintain a bunch of energy from a bunch of fans, right? They have to take that energy and do something with it. So that makes them powerful. Not saying you have to become a famous, like, artist, musician, or anything to become a god, but that is the way you become a god. Or doing what I'm doing, or, like, helping people, and the type of energy and how you live your life and becoming more self-disciplined and bettering your life and your health, and just and not thinking about things before you do it. And depending on, like, you do have to think before you do certain things, but I mean, like, if it's something you know you have to do, don't think about it, do it, right? Excuse me. So, because that's also how you align with your soul and get your Holy Trinity together, because that'll actually cause a spiritual awakening. That's part of how my spiritual awakening started. I'll probably talk about that in another video, because it goes deeper than that. But the Bible even talks about aliens. Now, it talks about a wheel spinning out of the sky in the Bible. It says a wheel spinning out of the sky, from down out of the sky. What is that wheel? A flying saucer. Now, if you look at that old picture of the Virgin Mary, there is an unidentified flying object in the back of the picture in the air. Nobody know what the fuck it is. Nobody can explain that. So if the Bible, like I'm telling you right now, the Bible is bullshit. How you supposed to understand what a God is, or what God is, or the main source, or what you are, or how life is supposed to be lived, when the Bible doesn't even tell you about, it doesn't even tell you distinctly that the God of this planet is Satan. That's why I'm telling you, we live in a form of hell. Satan runs this matrix. He runs the 3D realm. This is why you need to get into fourth density. Fourth density does not mean fourth dimension. It just means fourth dimensional mind state. You got to elevate your consciousness. Fourth dimension is associated with being part of it is associated with being service to yourself or to others, and I'm doing both. If they say you have to pick which one you want, I'm doing both, because I'm a God, and I know my purpose here. I'm an advanced soul, here to advance the other souls and help them get in tune with their spiritual nature, so that they can transcend and not resurrect. I mean, not be reincarnated. I've been here many times. My soul has been here many times. I know what the fuck is going on. Like ever since I was born, I knew that I was an advanced soul. I'm powerful as shit. I have the second most powerful aura that exists, which is indigo. Us indigo children are advanced souls. This, and for a lot of us, this is our last time being reincarnated. You know why? Because I just woke up this year, right? And now I know what the fuck is going on, and I know I don't want to come back here because it's going to get real here. Now that fifth dimensional split is going to be something else. For some people, they're already going through what is called a rapture. A rapture really does not mean people coming to get taken and floating up into the sky. How the Bible depicts it, it's just us transitioning from third dimension and third density to the fifth dimension and fifth density. It's going to be a 3D to 5D split soon. And Osiris, see, even years ago, right? The Bible talked about I remember hearing about aliens are going to come here and try to deceive us to make them think that they're our God, and people are just going to get manipulated and things are going to happen to them. I already knew about this. Now I'm hearing that again this year a lot. Now aliens are going to come here. We are going to be able to see aliens soon. And these aliens are higher dimensional beings and versions of ourselves. Now, the reason people may feel fear when coming upon them is because they're high vibrational. See, most aliens want to help us. They know who we are. And another thing about that is, you know, when you die, you can reincarnate back on here if you want to. Or you can reincarnate in different star constellations as different beings. You don't have to be a soul your whole life, but that's the best way to be. Because you are now connected back with the source. You don't have to reincarnate though. But you can incarnate back onto different constellations, different planets, etc. But yeah. And another thing, some people don't have no soul. So some people are sharing a soul. Some people just don't have no soul and they are part of this matrix. Some people are what are called backdrop people who, like if you think about in video games, because life is very much like a video game. You can compare life more to a video game than you can compare a video game to life. So life, like think about the people on a video game you can just talk to. They not real players, but you can talk to them. That is just like that in real life. Those kind of people exist in real life. Like some of these people are people who work at stores. Some of these people are just people who are walking around. Some of these people may even be in your family. But I know that I'm one of the 144,000 souls that it talks about in the Bible. I see the number 144 every day, many times. 144,000 is the number in the Bible. I see 144 so much. It's people who got the mark of God on their forehead, apparently. But that's pretty much it. Any more questions about religion, you can come talk to me. I will help you understand. But that was pretty much it. Spirituality over religion. The Comedics don't approve of religion. See, if you know how to meditate and whatnot, or get in tune with your higher self, you can't. Your higher self will tell you that religion is bullshit. Your higher self will tell you to get the fuck out of there. You don't have to go to no church where it's a person talking to you about scriptures in the Bible that don't matter, when in reality you don't need to go to church. There's no you don't have church can be at home for you, bro. Excuse me. Then you giving this guy money. You don't have to give money to nobody. Money does not fucking matter. Money is material. You got these pastors riding around in Benzes and Mercedes and coming to church in they old school so that you don't see they whips, they foreign car. You even got these pastors even molesting children. Y'all think that this is a joke. Y'all think that that's fake shit that they be showing on TV. That shit is real. They want you to know that. Just like how they got lesbianism being thrown into cartoons. This shit goes way back to Courage the Cowardly Dog with the episode with the cat girl and it was a cat girl and I think the other girl was a rabbit and their boyfriend was a dog, and he was bullying them, and he was giving them abuse. He was and then the girl, I think the cat, she ran away and met Courage, the cowardly dog, right? She was living at his house, and the dog was beating on the abusing the girl and whatnot, and so she had to go save her friend, and they were like a bit too close to be just friends in the episode. Then you got Steven's Universe. There is lesbianism all throughout that cartoon. There's lesbianism in Adventure Time. Princess Bubblegum and Marceline, they are in love. You can watch these and you can see it. Like they will throw the truth in your face, but you got people out here saying, oh, it's just TV, oh, it's just a movie, it's not real. That shit is real as shit, my baby. But that's it. DomUniverse taking off. I love y'all till death and beyond. Like, subscribe, peace.